Hello there and welcome back to the garden. It's June now and you can see this lovely rose has come out, and that's a plant that was being crowded out by the Lilandi over here that I chopped down in the previous video. But actually what I want to show you today is an update on the grafts that I did in a previous video, so I'll put a link to that video in the description. So as you can see down here, you've got lots of nice new looking leaves come up. So I did the grafts back in March, right at the end of the winter. So you do it when the sap's rising, so that's when the new buds start to stir, but before the leaves actually come out. So that was in March this year, but I mean sort of any time from the new year on really is probably all right up until they come into leaf. So I don't know, latter part of March is no good. So it's June now, and so this is what, 2 or 3 months on, the whole spring, basically summer really now. And you can see that the stem has, so this is where the join was, and it's swollen up and the tape has degraded and it's broken through the tape. But you can see down here it's still a little bit restricted. So what I want to do is actually take this tape off. So it is a biodegradable tape, and you can get away without taking it off, but I want to because it's at the point now where this restriction down here is doing more harm than good. So let's just take a look up at the leaves up here. So on this one you can see there's a little bit of aphids. So aphids are often a sign that a plant is under a little bit of stress. They're not too bad, they're manageable. So that's quite a nice stem there. And then we've got another one coming off up here. So you can see there's not too much in the way of aphids on that one. The leaves are a nice size, healthy. So if you get small leaves, that means there's not enough of the sap getting around. So you can see we've got this stem here which is coming up beneath the join. So this is what apple trees tend to do, is where they get damage they then put out shoots beneath the damage. So that's a good thing, because it means if something goes wrong with this, then we've got a backup. So that's why I've left that there for the moment. But what I shall do is, when this tape comes off, providing I don't damage anything, I'll take this shoot off right back to the stem. And because it's new growth, it's this year's growth, it should heal pretty easily. But you can see that what's happening is it's growing and it's crowding out the stem above, which is the stem that we've grafted on, and that's the one we want to grow. So I'll have that one out. So let's go up to the top one now. So this is one I did that's very high up. As you can see, we've got a similar kind of thing going on here. So it's a bit restricted at the bottom, and then it's at the bottom of the graft, it's swollen a little bit and burst through the tape. So this tape needs to come off. And then you can see we've got some growth from beneath the join. So I'll perhaps select one of these to come out and take back to the lead. And then this is the shoot that we want, the new growth. There's not much problem with aphids or anything. The leaves look healthy, they're quite nice, large leaves. So that's good. So another success there. So that's 2 out of 3. So this is the third. So you can see on this one there's not the same swelling and the tape hasn't degraded at all, but that might be because it's because of its position. There's not as much growth going on with this one, but let's have a look. Looks pretty healthy, not much in the way of aphids. It's pretty good. So that's the third one. So I don't really need to take the tape off on that one. I may do, I'll have a closer look and just see what I think at the time. And then we've got this one. So this is the one from the other year, last year. So you can see that's healed over already, there's no tape on it. And what was happening, I was getting bird damage on it. But you can see it's grown away quite nicely up there. So I want to have like a diagonal going up this fence to, you know, so that we don't get as much ivy, and the fence can help support any crop that I get. And then this one here, this is a new stem that's come up from the trunk. So that's a potential candidate to graft onto in the winter. So let's have a look down here. So you can see like here there's like major damage from when the tree was laid. But you can see it's kind of healing back. This bit here is healed over. There's new growth here. So by driving energy up through, this will gradually close up with any luck. It may not completely, but we'll have to see. So down here, excuse me, this is where I've had a bucket which had garden material in that I was breaking down into compost, and I've just moved it so I could get in here. But underneath you can see the soil is broken down more on this side than this. It's the same material, and the goodness from all that is going down. There were loads of worms there when I took the bucket away earlier, and the same here. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to like feed the tree and get everything coming up, and so yeah, pretty good so far. Pretty pleased with that. Okay, right, see you another time.